Welcome to our final video to wrap up this art lesson. We are just going to be adding the final touch of a Sharpie. So I have Sarah here with me. She has her materials ready. I have my materials. All you need is your finished and dried art composition. That means that you've colored everything in, you've done watercolor on top of it, and your entire project is dry. You also need your black Sharpie. You need to have written your name on the back. So if you do not have your name on the back, I'd like you to grab a pencil right now, and I'd like you to write your name on the back so that your teacher can read it well.
And if you see all this, do it where like it's not a lot of it.
Yes, I need to be able to see it clearly. So try to do it in a place where there's white construction paper, please.
And it doesn't like matter if it's on the side or not.
No, I just need to, and your teacher needs to be able to see your name.
Can you
Flip
see
it
mine?
over. I can see yours. Here's Sarah's. Everyone has their name on it. You have your black Sharpie. I'm going to show you Sarah's workstation, and she's going to go over what she always goes over with us. Here we go. Sarah's all ready.
Oh, and this looks like a sunset, but I didn't do my sun right. Like here, like seaweed.
You're right. Yours turned out to look like a sunset because you did orange for your watercolor, huh?
Number 1, always try your best. Number 2, if you get frustrated, take a deep breath, count to 10, take a deep breath, and try again. Number 3, everyone's art will turn out differently. Your artwork is uniquely yours. Number 4, art is not perfect. And I made up a rule that always have fun.
We're going to try to have a good time and finish up this lesson and be ready to turn it in when your teacher says it's due, okay? So, thank you, Sarah. Go ahead and uncap your Sharpie.
So what are we sharpening?
So we're gonna start at the top and we're gonna work our way down.
Okay,
so anything in the sky, I'd like you to start sharpening.
Oh yeah, even the clouds.
The clouds, yep.
Oh,
any pencil line. It's your pencil lines, okay?
Mom, I'm doing the sun first.
Okay, and if you did sun rays, you need to decide, like I'm not gonna be doing any Sharpie for my sun rays because I had my sun be, I had the rays just kind of going everywhere. But if you get to decide, okay? All right, so everyone just keep going with their sun. Any clouds in the sky, go ahead and do. I think, I don't have Joey or Sammy's, but I kind of, in my memory, I feel like one of them, for their sun, they did the Sharpie for the rays.
This Sharpie doesn't really.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay, so I have my sun here. It might be a little bit more powerful if I did black with the Sharpie, but it's really your choice on how you want yours to look. So I'm doing everything up high first, and then I'm gonna just work my way down my composition. And I'm doing the house roof right now, the window up high. I'm going to do my tree, so I'm going right across my sky line. I'm going to do my tree up here. You might not have things where I have my things. Is that a good one? Okay. I did an apple tree right here. Here, this one. That might have been yours from the give out. Okay, so I had some apples up in my tree, so I Sharpied my apples. I did my roof line. Now I'm gonna work my way down. So I'm gonna go down my house.
Are we gonna do the details in the mountain?
I think I've decided I'm gonna leave that up to each individual person.
Are you gonna do that?
Let's see. I'm gonna see how much time we have.
No, I'm not gonna do apples.
You don't have to.
I didn't do apples. So.
You didn't do apples in your tree? Yeah, it's what each individual person did. Okay, so I've done up above my hills.
Wait, what about your house?
I did my house. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the tops of my hills. So I'm going to go like this. And Sharpie doesn't really like watercolor, you guys. So you might find that your Sharpie doesn't trace that well over watercolor. If that happens,
It's happening a lot to
Yeah.
me.
It's happening a lot too. What you can do is you can just take your Sharpie on your scratch paper underneath your paper, and you can kind of like rub it around to get the any
I'm doing it right
residue off. If there's some like watercolor residue or crayon residue that's rubbing off on your Sharpie, you can just kind of go like this with it. Okay, so Sarah did this with her Sharpie.
This
so
is
that,
like our main paper where all of the family uses it when we do watercolor and Sharpie.
and paint. This is our scratch paper. This is
don't-
our family scratch
reuse
paper.
it,
We have used this for every single lesson that we've needed a scratch paper to work on top of. So did I mention that? Did I say that to make sure you have a scratch paper? Yeah, okay. If I didn't say that, I apologize. Make sure you have some scratch paper to make sure that the surface that you're working on doesn't have the Sharpie bleed through it. Okay, so I'm going to just keep going with my...
Your paper works better than mine.
And you know what? You can, look Sarah, you can twist your paper like this to get a better angle if you'd like. Oopsies. Oops. Okay, so whatever works for you. Okay, so I did the tops of my hills. I can come down here and do my road right here, wherever your roads are. You can do your roads. And now what I'm gonna leave up to you is whether or not you would like to Sharpie the finer details inside all of your hills.
I might not. I just might just do the hill.
You might just do the hills? Okay, I'm gonna leave that up to you, what you'd like to do, okay? Or maybe you might wanna do your flowers and some, just a couple of them, but not everything. I'm just gonna kind of leave that up to your artistic.
Yeah, I might do some, but I know I'm not gonna do all of them.
Okay, your artistic design of how you're gonna do it. But I would love if all of your hills could be defined. Make
So
your
that it
hills
pops.
pop. Make all your hills pop, and it would be nice to have your road pop. But if yours is a dirt road and you feel like your dirt road's really messy, maybe you don't want your dirt road to pop.
Well, you want like me to do like the lines.
That would take a long time. Sarah's asking about her dotted lines. You could do it.
I think I'm gonna do it.
Okay, you choose.
See, I'm only doing some things.
Okay. Now I'm kind of getting down to the last row of my hills.
Mountains, and you have a very little.
I don't have as many as I'm not going to have as much to Sharpie as you guys because your paper is twice as big as my paper. So you're going to probably have twice as much to Sharpie.
Mommy, I want to show them my painting after I'm all done.
Okay, sounds good. All right.
Mommy, look at this one. It's popping like a lot. This one.
Yeah, because of the colors, the contrast of the colors. Yeah, I like that. All right.
Take your time.
Take
Don't
your
rush.
time. Yep.
And
You guys have
you
done
don't
this.
really have to pause the video because you could do it after when we're done with the video.
Yeah, you guys have done this before with your other paint lessons. You guys know what you're doing. Okay, so I've done all my hills. I'm finishing off my road here. And I might choose to do some of the details in my hills.
Or Mommy, look at. I was about to go over, but I could because.
You can. I actually am. See this? So I'm going over the hills. I'm going over the road of my hills.
Oh,
But it's up to you. You decide this. Okay.
I only did two. Mommy, look at. I did a big set of grass right there. So.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I'm done sharpening the main parts, and I could just leave it at this if I wanted to, okay? Or I could go ahead and start sharpening in the details of my flowers, of my sheep, my patchwork here, my trees, all the different line segments.
This one popped. This one.
Yeah. I could do my shapes. I could do Sharpie all over if I'd like, okay? So I'm gonna leave that up to you. Sarah's gonna keep going on hers.
I just
finished.
my...
She just finished her hills. You got a little hill right here to get. And if you think you're finished, I want you to go find an adult in the house and say, hey, what do you think? Did I get all the lines that I was going for? Like, if you're not doing the Sharpie inside your hills, that's fine. But ask an adult, did I get all the lines of my hills? Did I get all the lines of my roads, my trees, my houses? Whatever it was that you wanted Sharpied, go ask an adult to check it out and scan it for you and see if they think that you are in fact done. Sometimes our eyes don't always see what we've missed, and we need another set of eyes.
Yeah, because adults' eyes they're way stronger than yours.
You think adults' eyes are stronger?
Yeah, because they're older and they've been seeing more than you, because you're older than me.
Oh, that's an interesting way to look at it. Okay, so Sarah, you think you're finished?
Yeah.
Okay, so come on in. Why don't you show him yours?
Yeah, pick it up.
Pick it up. Yep. Sarah's all done. Looks beautiful. We are going to.
I didn't do the inside of my hills, but I did my house and I did my tree.
Okay. And Sarah, she may choose to come back at a later time, or she may just be done.
Show you guys. Look at. I didn't want to put a line there, but if you want to, then you can.
Okay.
If you didn't want.
I did, but you don't have to. Yeah. So, all right. Thank you guys for joining us for the last video to wrap up this lesson, and we will see you for the next art lesson.
Bye.
Wait. Sorry. Before you put this away, make sure your name is on the back, okay? And I want you to paper clip this along with your other finished art projects. You had several pieces of copy paper, like warm-up copy paper that's blank. And what I want you to do is I want you to just put it on top. I want you to put one of them on top to protect it from it smudging off onto other artwork. I forgot to say that. I know. So put a blank piece of copy paper, one of the warm-up papers that was given to you in your art supplies, or even scratch paper from around the house if you don't have any left over. I want you to put it on top to protect it, and then I want you to paper clip this along with any other art projects you have completed to turn into your teacher.
Well, Mom, just to say that our paper is way bigger. So
that's fine. You can still put a piece of paper down to have a barrier.
If you have like a big piece of paper at like home,
you can put a big piece of paper from home if you do.
You can go like that.
Okay, and then put your Sharpie back in with your school art supplies, and then you will know where it is the next time we need it. Other than that, we will see you for our next art lesson.
Bye.